Hey, how's it going? So, should you start a blog? And my answer, hands down, a definite yes. So, I've been blogging for about 2+ years now, and it has opened doors that otherwise I would never have achieved without blogging. So, from my point of view, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why you and your business should start a blog. So, the first one, the content lifespan for a blog post lasts for years compared to social media posts, thanks to SEO. So, that's number one. Number two, when you have traffic, people coming into your blog, you have eyeballs. And when you have eyeballs, you can place display ads and you get paid for placing display ads on your blog. Number three, you can earn money from affiliate marketing. So if you're starting out, chances are you don't have your own product or service to sell yet. So while you're building your brand on your blog by creating content, you can start off by selling other people's products or services through affiliate links. So those are 2 reasons why you should start a blog that involves money. And then the last one, which is the most important in my opinion, is personal branding. So what you're essentially doing when you're blogging, especially have your face on it, is that you're branding yourself as an expert in your niche. And there's going to be a lot of new opportunities that come along with it. Okay, so there you go. That's my 4 reasons of why you should start a blog. We're going to go through them one by one and give you real life examples from my blog. So blogging, YouTube, and social media. I don't think one is better than the other. I use all 3 of them, but for different purposes. So in this table, I'm going to show you the difference between all 3. All right, the first one, blog. To me, the blog is the hub to place and organize all of my content, articles, images, and videos. In terms of the video, I actually upload them on YouTube, but then I embed it back on my blog post. So social media is more of a brand awareness and to tell people that you exist and hey, I got new content, check it out. It's more of an awareness thing. And number 2, it's a place for you to connect with your audience because social media is very engaging. People can ask you questions and you should be replying those comments. And the last one, YouTube, is perfect for content in video format. Some content is really good in article format and some are good in video format. And number 2, instead of writing an article, people don't really know who you are. Making YouTube videos with you in it is a great way to cash in your personality. Okay, so the biggest benefit of all these 3, we're going to start with blogging first. Blogs, they're fully customizable. You can find a theme that you like, you can change colors, you can create landing pages, you can install whatever plugin you want, and you can also place ads. And number 2, the lifespan of blog posts is a lot longer than social media thanks to SEO. So social media, the biggest benefit, it's rapid exposure. If you create some sort of content and it goes viral, it can reach a lot of people really quickly, but then it also dies off really quickly as well. Number 2, for social media, it supports all 3 content formats. You can write an article if you want, you can post an image if you want, you can post a video if you want as well. And on top of all of that, most content on social media can be created by simply using your cell phone. You don't really need a fancy equipment. So YouTube, the biggest benefit, number 1, it's for content that is not suitable in text and images. So some stuff you really gotta shoot videos in order to shoot your message across. And YouTube is the perfect place for that. And number 2, unlike other social media platforms, you can actually earn ad revenue from placing ads on your YouTube video. All right, the last thing, the biggest weakness. So having a blog, it actually costs money to run. You need to pay every year for your name and also the web host. And to top it all off, at some point it could get quite technical on the back end. You don't have to be a coder, but from time to time, you do have to know about the technical aspects of WordPress and building a website. Social media, the biggest weakness, as I said, it can get viral really quickly, but it's usually really short attention span traffic. And number 2 is the biggest weakness of social media in my opinion. If the platform loses popularity, for example, MySpace, or if it simply gets greedy, like Facebook, you're screwed. So I'm going to show you later what I mean by this. Okay, the biggest weakness of YouTube now, not everybody can or want to make YouTube videos. Some people don't like to be in front of the camera, some people don't like to shoot videos, some people don't want to edit videos. It's quite technical and you do need some sort of special equipment to do so. You need a laptop that is capable of editing videos. Not every laptop is capable of editing videos. Okay, so that's my comparison of blogging, social media, and YouTube. So I use all 3, but I make sure that all the traffic flows back to my blog. Okay, here's another follow-up question. Because YouTube is blowing up right now, should you start a blog or a YouTube channel first? My answer is that you should find out what comes more natural to you. If you like writing, then you should start with a blog. If you prefer to talk in front of a camera, then obviously a YouTube channel makes a lot more sense. Personally for me, I did both, but I started with the blog post first because it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So when I want to create a YouTube video, usually I would have some sort of outline of what I'm going to be talking about. So what I realized is that outline can be recycled into a blog post. So what I do is I publish the blog post first, and then when I'm done editing the video, which usually takes a longer time, then I will post the video later on YouTube, and then I embed that video back into my blog post. So as you can see in this example, this is a blog post of me comparing two investment apps. So at the very top of my article is my YouTube video. So for anybody who's searching for this content, and depending on who they are and what they feel like at the time, for example, if somebody's in their office, they probably don't want to watch a video. They probably want to read an article, right? And that same person, maybe they're surfing the internet when they're at home right after work. They probably don't want to read. They just want to watch something on TV. And then they found this YouTube video. So I like to know that I cover both of these scenarios. All right, now we got those out of the way. Let's start with the first benefit of blogging. Okay, blogging benefit number 1, better organic reach, or SEO. So back in the day, when you have a Facebook page and you have a lot of followers, when you post something on your page, that post will reach most of your followers' newsfeed. But in 2018, Facebook got a little greedy. They make it really hard for your post to reach your own followers organically. So what that means is if you have 1,000 followers, for example, on your Facebook page, when you post something, your post does not reach your own followers unless you pay Facebook. And that's what can happen if you rely too much on social media. So if you only have Facebook page at that time as your primary marketing platform, you're kind of screwed unless you pay Facebook. But let's say you have a blog and you publish enough helpful SEO content. Over time, Google will start to trust your blog and your content and rank you on search engines. So you'll slowly build organic traffic to your site. However, this can take a few months to maybe a year or two. But take a look at my blogging traffic over the span of 2 years. It starts off really low, and then the more content I create, at some point the traffic is going to pick up. So all I got to do now is just to create more content. If you have a blog and other social media platforms in the future decides to follow Facebook's greedy little footsteps to start charging, you won't be too fussed about it because you have a lot of organic traffic from your blog posts. So with steady organic traffic to your blog, it opens up 2 more opportunities for you to make more money, which brings me to the second benefit of having a blog: earning money through placing ads. You know when you read somebody's blog, there's a bunch of ads there? That's what I'm talking about. So the easiest way for you to earn money for placing ads is not to do it manually, but signing up to an ad network. So what it is when you register with them, they will automatically place ads in between your content everywhere in your blog post, and they will make sure that the ads that they put will be relevant to the person viewing your blog. So here's an example of display ads shown on my blog. So the ad network will keep track of where they place the ads, what is the impression, and all that kind of stuff. So you get paid for impressions and clicks for those ads. So for beginners, there's 2 ad networks that most people start with. So the first one is Google AdSense. So this is by Google themselves. And then the second one is a company called Ezoic. So I started with AdSense first, but then I switched to Ezoic once I started to have more than about 5,000 a month traffic. Ezoic was recommended to me from a blogger friend, and their customer service is pretty good. So they took care of everything during setup, and when everything is up and running, you can start to see daily ad revenue in US dollars. So here's an example of my dashboard. Nice! Display ads is as close to passive income as it gets. But wait, there's another way that you can earn money from consistent traffic to your blog posts, which brings us to the third benefit of having a blog: earning money from affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is when you promote other people's products or service online through a special link. And when somebody who's reading your blog clicks on that link and go buy that thing that you're promoting, you'll earn an affiliate commission. Review content works really well for affiliate marketing. Here's an example of me reviewing a robot vacuum on YouTube and on my blog post. Take a look at where I place my affiliate links in there. So if somebody reads my review, they find it useful, they see that I have this link to go buy this here, they click on it and then they buy it, then I will get a commission from promoting this item. So typically, depends, it's maybe between 1 to 7%. Roughly, it will depend, but it's pretty neat. So you can register with any affiliate marketing network of your choice, but at this point of time, in Southeast Asia, I personally use a company called Involve, as I find their dashboard very easy to use and quite intuitive. So here's basically how affiliate marketing works. Number 1, you register as a publisher in one of these networks. I personally use Involve. I'll leave the link in the description. Once you are approved, find the product that you want to sell. So for example, if you have something on Amazon, or in Southeast Asia, you have something on Lazada that you want to promote, get that link from Lazada and then generate your affiliate link through your affiliate network. So once you got your affiliate link, you got to insert your affiliate link into your content. So for example, into my YouTube description and also my blog post buy now button. Then I promote my content as much as I can, and if somebody buys something through my link, I'll get a cut. Pretty sweet. Here's a glimpse of my affiliate marketing earnings for a blog that has less than 10,000 visitors a month. Not much, but hey, it's something. So if I were to just create more SEO content, I'll be able to increase both of my ad revenue and also my affiliate marketing income. Pretty nice. Alright, the last benefit for having a blog is probably the best benefit ever, and it's powerful personal branding. So when you have a blog, especially when you have your face on it, essentially what you're doing is marketing yourself as an expert in your niche. So let's take a look at my blog homepage. So first impression, this looks like a guy who's talking about personal finance. And you get all these posts to show that I know what I'm talking about. Now what's the big deal with personal branding? Well, having a blog opened up so many new doors that I would otherwise never have access to. So let me share you my personal experience. So number one, you can connect with other influential people. I have several bloggers and influencers that I admire and I also follow them a lot. Turns out, after a while, they also like to read my blog. So when that happens, contacting these people for business collaboration or simply to hang out is much easier because I have already portrayed value through my blog. So blogging helps me to connect with other influential people, especially in my niche. So number two is brand sponsorship and collaboration. So from time to time, as more of your content ranks on Google and people know who you are because you put your face all over your blog, companies would start to see you and then some of them would approach you to do collaboration. Here's an example of one of the emails that I always get. So most of the time they want to collaborate in some way or another. But would you imagine that without a blog, usually you have to approach the company. But with powerful personal branding through a blog, these companies approach you. And that's the power of personal branding. So the next benefit of personal branding is that it's much easier to sell your own services or products. So if you're launching a new business from scratch, let's say today you decide to sell cookies or something, you'll notice pretty quickly that selling to cold traffic is damn hard. The reason why is because people don't even know you exist. So they don't trust you to buy from you. So a blog is a perfect medium to warm up cold traffic to know who you are, how you can solve the problem, and ultimately buy from you. Take a look at this AIDA model. First, you gotta get people's attention so they know what you are and what you do. Second of all, the more content you release, they'll be like, you know what, I'm kinda interested. So they started to like you. The third one is they start to have desires. You know what, I want this thing. And the last thing, action. Like, okay, I'm gonna go buy it. I'm gonna contact this guy because I know he's been creating a lot of content about this. The more content you create, the more people will move down your AIDA funnel. So they're gonna start with knowing who you are, having an interest with you and your services, desiring what you're selling, and then ultimately contacting you to buy your products or services. That's pretty powerful stuff. Okay, so the last benefit of personal branding in a blog is that it helped me to change careers in a time of crisis. So here's my story at least. Having this blog really saved my career and my finances at least. So back in the days, I used to be running an Airbnb vacation rental business, but it went bust due to the COVID lockdown. So when we were all forced to stay at home in March 2020, I really didn't know what to do. It was a terrible time to start a new business, and it was also not the best time to find a job because not a lot of people are hiring. Matter of fact, a lot of people were firing at the time. I decided, you know what, I need to get a job, something online, to make ends meet. And I gotta be honest, at the time there was not a lot of job openings. As I did a lot of research, I start to notice there's a lot of these jobs titled digital marketer that was popping up like mushrooms. So I think, okay, all right, seems like it's something I want to do. So I applied to thousands of these jobs, and at first it kind of fell on deaf ears. So what I did was I rebranded my website, which was originally a booking platform for my vacation rental business, into a personal finance blog. So I wrote a lot of personal finance content because that's a topic I like to write about. But on top of that, I also shared my blogging journey. So several job applications later, one of my applications went through, and then the hiring manager asked me, hey man, I'm pretty interested in your profile, but do you have any example of you writing about online marketing or digital marketing or anything like that? And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, yeah, I do. So I sent him this link. It's a blog post on how I ranked my personal finance blog from page 6 to page 3 on Google search in 24 hours. I'm not claiming I'm an expert, but it's something that I did that did improve my SEO at the time, so I just decided to blog about it. So I sent the hiring manager the link to that blog post specifically and another link to my homepage of the blog. I think he liked it because 10 minutes later, we had a video interview, and that was on Thursday, and on Monday I was already working with him at his office. So I am extremely grateful that I am able to pivot my career in times of crisis, and then the blog definitely helped me to switch careers smoothly. Imagine if I didn't have the blog and then I applied for these kind of jobs and then they'd be like, hey, do you have proof that you can do this? And then I don't have a blog, so I can't prove it. Because I did have a blog and I did wrote about all this stuff, how to do online marketing, how to do this and that kind of stuff. That's the proof that I can deliver. So in a way, the blog post is also kind of like my online CV to show to the world what you can deliver. So there you go. That's all the benefits of having a blog, and I hope this has convinced you that yes, you definitely do need a blog for yourself and also for your business. So let's say you're interested to have your own blog. The next thing to do is to register your domain name and get a web host. If you anticipate primarily US audience, you can try Bluehost. But if you're in Southeast Asia, you can either try Shinjiro, which is the one that I'm using, or SiteGround. So I'll leave the link in the description below. So I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.